Hey there. So first thing first, I want to thank everyone who subscribed to this channel. We got like almost 20 new subscribers, which is amazing. More than I expected, truly. And another thing, all the likes, all the comments, I really appreciate. As you remember, I had some complaints how slippery this phone is, so I decided not to use it until my new case arrives. So about a week later, this case arrived. I did buy this on Google Store, made for Google Pixel. Mind you, this was the most expensive case they had on their site. So I was like, I can't go wrong with that. The most expensive case. It was 50 bucks, 49 to be exact. So specs for the case sounded really good. Leather case, made for this phone, compatible with wireless charging. What could you ask for more? Case came in this very neat little box, easy to open. As you can see, the color is, I believe, called limestone green or maybe limestone gray. Maybe that explains the gray color. I was kind of expecting a little hint of green, but it's very grayish. It feels really good, almost kind of cardboardy at first. Very clicky buttons. Buttons are made out of metal, or at least they look like a metal. So they said perfect fit, so let's give it a try. And it's very snug. And it clicks very easily in. Yeah, it feels good. Feels really good. Phone feels much grippier, but also feels much wider than I expected. There's a nice rim around the camera that protects the edge of the camera, which is really nice. Good feature to have. Case feels really good. But on the bottom of the case itself, it's different story. Folds on the bottom of the case are not the prettiest. I'm sure it's a hard thing to do, but that's one minus that I can point to this case. Another thing, the bottom of the case is open, which leaves your phone exposed to cracks if your phone drops on that side. So that could be a concern for some. Volume rocker and the power button, they feel really good. They stick out, they look like they're made out of metal, and they really look good. That's probably the best feature of this case so far. So there's another better look on the bottom of the phone, and you can see those wrinkles on the side. The rest of the case looks really good. There are a couple things that I noticed. I had to use my little macro lens to see that, but there's a little tear on the top where the microphone is, and that's about it. The rest of the details look really good. I am pleased with this case so far. So I use this case for about 2 weeks now, maybe a little bit more, on a daily basis, mostly in a pocket, sometimes on the tabletop. But I found few concerns that I would like to share. So after 2 weeks of use, mostly in my pocket and on top of the charger, this case showed some wear and tear. As you can see it here on the edge of the phone case, you can see a little chafing, but that's not the worst part. Remember, this is only 2 weeks after. So this corner of the case is the worst part, besides my dry hands. The rest of the case looks just fine. The buttons and the leather around the buttons shows no cracks. Edges do show some chafing, like little pieces coming up, which is unfortunate. So again, this is only after about 2 weeks of use. So what is the solution to this problem? So this is my solution, Fanoia case, which is like 10 times cheaper than the Bellroy case itself. This case provides more protection on bottom of your phone. As you can see on the chin of the phone itself, there's a plastic that covers entire edge, which I really like. And also there's so much dust in my speakers, as you can see in this shot, in 2 weeks. Strange. One odd thing that I found on the side of the case are those two little holes on the bottom of the Fanoia case, which serve no purpose. Besides that, button, volume rocker, and the power buttons are nicely labeled. Another difference between those two cases is the camera bump protection that Fenoa case provides in comparison to Bellroy. As you can see, case on the left provides no camera bump protection, especially on those curved sides, while case on the right clearly has it, and I really like this detail. Case fitment is just as expected, nice and snug with no problems whatsoever, everything lined up just the way it should be. Material feels really nice, feels like Alcantara, I don't know what it is, but it feels nice. We'll see how long it lasts. And I like the edges around the phone itself, make the phone to screen ratio look much nicer than what it did with the lighter color case. Also, that additional camera bump is nice touch when it comes to protecting your lens. And buttons feel really nice and responsive, no delay. I don't need to press extra hard to make them work. One negative for me is all the engravings and back of the case itself. I think it's unnecessary, but it is what it is. Fenoa case on the right is no-brainer at $4 something cents. It's great quality case for that money. While Bellroy at $49, it's hard pass for me. It's too expensive. So for now, I'm gonna keep this case and I will let you know how it's holding up after a few weeks. Thanks for watching.